Now I got another ad. Oh, dude, what?
I love those ads.
There's
Gotta
a
get all those
Wu
ads right.
there's a Wu-Tang ad. There's a Wu-Tang show on Hulu.
Is there?
What?
We gotta
That's,
watch that.
that's what
Oh,
I
hey,
saw.
look, now
When I
now we're
saw an
right.
ad for it.
Are we
Hey.
the correct ratios?
Thanks.
I think we're the correct ratios now. I don't know what our
Hi.
audio is like, but that's all right.
Listen, all that's important is that I was forced to watch 2 ads on Hulu, and I now know there's a show about the Wu-Tang Clan.
Hmm.
And that's
you're
what's
good to
important. Now, that had to happen for me to learn that. So,
Oh man.
you know what are you gonna do?
Every time I think about the Wu-Tang Clan, I think about that Dave Chappelle skit with the racial draft.
What?
It's God. You know what the nuance to it? I will not be able to properly convey, and it will not be
Yeah,
funny
I'm
if I
about to
try
say,
Oh,
to
really?
explain it.
You don't want to? You don't?
I
you don't want to
will
do?
rhyme a Dave Chappelle sketch. Good
You know
luck.
what?
No,
You should
no,
just
no.
repeat a Dave Chappelle skit right here.
Yeah, that's gonna go
Wow.
real well. That'll turn out fine.
I love how
It was
before
a
this,
very,
when
very good skit that if you want to see it, ladies and gentlemen,
this is
you should
amazing.
Look it up on a streaming service.
This is amazing. So you guys,
Rewatch it.
you guys need to understand that before this happens a lot to me and Crowy, but usually before a public appearance or a live stream, there's always someone in management or someone kind of in charge, some social media person that has to go through the list of things that they want to make
All the
sure
things that
we
we can't
don't
cover.
talk about, like. Please don't talk about this, and please don't mention that, and we're not talking about that. We all get our little lecture, right, Crowy, about the things, and then Dylan here comes in and goes, "Hey, you want me to recreate a Chappelle skit
There's this
about the
great
Wu-Tang
Chappelle
Clan?"
sketch. We just got a laundry list of do not goes, and then Dylan gave us the list.
Yeah.
Like, hey, let's you know what? Let's just act out this Dave Chappelle sketch about the Wu-Tang Clan. That'll be fine.
Whoa,
That's
whoa! Why is everyone typing secret?
Secret.
They
Oh, there
get a
must be a
prize.
code.
Yeah.
You get a prize.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
You know, I
Hey,
tried to make the code Binwin is back, but I think we used it before. So now it's the code is it's Squishwin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Scott, check your. What's our audio like? How are Dylan and I coming through on audio?
I mean, you
Everyone
sound
just
good to
saying
me.
They're saying that
What?
I am quiet, and I can easily make myself louder.
Yeah, but I don't think
Um,
it's you. I think it's on Scott's guy. On your OBS, you can turn this up. Turn your.
How
whisper.
about now?
No, you're just making yourself louder.
You're
Dylan.
in the yellow on this desktop audio.
Yeah, now you're gonna make
Alright,
yourself loud.
I'll turn myself down.
I mean, I can try to screw around and see if I can choose something else that's better.
Turn this up just slightly on
Yeah.
your OBS.
Yeah.
Now what? Now say something. Nope, see, now the audio's gone. Oh, nope, don't do that.
It's gone entirely.
Now, see? So what would you rather have?
You can't tell everybody, but we were testing this before we went live.
This worked out great yesterday.
Oh, man. I mean, guys,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
us, it's perfect.
Yeah,
It's
I'm not
true.
complaining.
That's what's important.
Mhm.
Yeah,
What's
so
amazing is you sound great,
who does?
Scott. You sound amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Dylan and I sound like we're at the bottom of a well.
Well, that's because OBS always gets real pissy about what desktop audio is. And so I can go to the properties of this and decide where the desktop audio is coming from. If I choose default, then there's no audio for you guys as right now. If I choose my headphones, and basically anything that's coming through my headphones, then there's nothing. See, you guys can't talk, can't say a goddamn thing. Right, that's not working. See, no one heard that. Now, if I choose speakers, right, that's my other option. Nothing. No. But then if I choose voice, which doesn't make any sense at all because that makes no sense, they can hear you.
What?
Yeah.
Voice?
Yeah. So the voice channel on my Astro headset, that's what it wants to use.
Huh.
Wow. All
That's
right.
the only option given to me that works, and I don't know. So, real quick, to recap, Crowy and I used to play Idle Champions, and then that got boring. and then, well, not the game, us.
Yeah,
Your mouth is.
we got boring.
We got boring, and then so then we played 2 Eye of the Beholder games.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And
Did
then
you
we-
ever finish the second one?
No, God,
no,
the
we
second
got
one?
so stuck at the end of the second one. And then we got I got a hold of the guy that wrote and kind of created the Eye of the Beholder games and tried to get an interview with him. And then he was like
way.
a weird hermit that was like, "Well, I'll need to watch your show to see if it's something I want to be on." And then we never heard
We
from
never
him again.
podcasted again.
And and he was like, it was imperative to him that I know he did not work on 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh,
I didn't do
Like,
3.
You have to know. That
And I'm
I
like,
had
oh,
nothing to
okay.
do
And
with
he's like,
3.
I had nothing to do with 3. I didn't work on 3. 3 is not my work. Don't say that I worked on 3. And then, and then we started to play 3, and it was like, we're not playing this game. This is awful. But meanwhile, so we haven't checked in on, and then the pandemic hit, so we don't really travel anywhere.
Yeah, the Pando.
So it's been like 2 years that we've seen any of our friends, especially if any of our friends at Codename.
Yeah, yeah. It would have been PAX West
Or
2019.
each other, for that matter.
I know.
You came with us for sushi at PAX West 2019, right?
Yeah.
Did we
yes.
do sushi after?
I
We
think
did
so.
sushi at Umisaki House, yeah.
Right.
2019?
That was 2019?
Or was it
No,
2018?
20 when did the Pando start? 2019. Yes.
Because yeah. Anyways, it's been a while. I don't remember exactly when it was. It's long enough.
Time no longer has
time.
meaning.
I mean, every day is exactly the same, right? So,
Yeah, my
in the world of remote work.
my therapist was telling me that I'm in a liminal space currently.
What?
Yeah. So a liminal space, I had the
Okay.
same reaction. What is a liminal space? A liminal space is any space that transitions you from one room to another. So, for example,
Oh,
hallway is a
always.
liminal space.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
always.
staircase is a liminal space, right?
Okay, got it.
Elevator.
You know the weird room that isn't the outside of the bank, but isn't the inside of the bank? But there's nothing in it? That's a liminal
What?
space.
Okay.
Yeah. And liminal spaces are kind of scary, right? Like hallways can be real scary and staircases can be kind of creepy, you know?
Uh-huh.
And metaphorically, a liminal space in your life can be kind of creepy.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm in a space between having a parent and being an adult orphan because my dad is slowly dying.
Okay.
Mhm,
Right? You
mhm.
come for the laughs, but you stay for the pick-me-ups. But anyway, this whole pandemic has been one big liminal space too, right? Like
Yeah.
everyone's just kind of waiting to come through the other side to see what the hell it's going to be. But I feel so out of touch with all my friends and everything they're working on, especially the guys at Codename. So are you guys still working from home? Are you back in the office now? Like, is there
It's
a
mixed.
feeling of
Pandemic has been good for games.
Sure.
The company has grown,
Mhm.
and we've purchased more adjacent offices, or we're renting more adjacent offices from the last ones that you visited.
Oh,
But-
really?
But due to restrictions around pandemic, the space requirements for desks and stuff are different. There's no room for me to go back to the office because I would need my own office, and there isn't one.
Well, you want to be at home right now anyway.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my computer here is better, but
Mhm.
no. Yeah. So myself and a number of others are going to be remote until we get a newer, bigger office at some point. But much of the dev team is back in the office because they need to be. Yeah. And plus, we have a whole bunch of like perma remote people, right? Like Todd joined and Lauren joined and V joined, and
Man,
they're not even in Canada. So
the expansion you guys have been doing is crazy.
Wait a minute.
Like,
So, okay, so
yeah.
they didn't move. I'm surprised. I would have taken that opportunity to get the fuck out of
Yeah.
Dodge.
There's
Yeah.
a big
Jesus.
chance there. Missed the chance.
You know what's funny?
No.
You know what fucking cracks me up? is people people pulling me aside, like people, my conservative friends and my pro-Trump friends, and they're like, "Hey man, how you liking Biden?" And I'm like, "Nah, he's not the best president." And they're like, "Yeah, he didn't turn out to be as awesome as you guys thought he was going to be, did he?" And I'm like, "No, not at all." They're like, "Why are you laughing?" And I go, "Because he's not fucking Trump. Are you out of your mind? I would have voted for a bag of hammers. Instead, I got a competent old man who sometimes trips going upstairs. I'll take it." You stupid piece of shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, we like to laugh, but yeah, I would have gotten the hell out of Dodge if CNE would hire me. I'd immediately move my family to Canada. Instantly. Oh my god. Todd's foolish to stay here.
It's a big opportunity.
My father came to this country in 1953. His parents were leaving a war-torn Germany.
Mm-hmm.
That man learned the language immediately. His proudest moment is becoming a citizen. He weeps at ball games when the anthem is played. When he goes back to Germany, he doesn't tell people he's German. He tells them he's American. That man believes in the American dream, even now that his mind is failing him. And I would leave this country in a fucking heartbeat right now. I have no faith in our populace. You guys can keep typing secret into the chat, but it's no secret how I feel about this. Did you guys miss Binwin?
Apparently.
No one else did.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, they did. They did.
Have you?
Yeah.
Here's an important question.
Sure.
Shoot.
Have you seen Guarwar's beard?
I had
It's,
not seen a
it's
picture of
pretty long now,
Guarwar
so-
until recently, but his beard is ridiculous.
What happened to that dude's face?
What?
I mean, he always had a big beard. Surely he's in chat. I don't know. Maybe not. The man
he's
had a
there, He's
beard.
got icons. There's
But,
even
like,
Garwar boots.
It's out of hand. It's, I mean,
Guarwar
out.
always had a long beard, but like, it's
then when you don't understand, you gotta see.
it's I gotta go look.
Yeah, yeah.
Have
You
you
don't.
not
You
seen
don't.
it?
You don't get it.
I don't even remember how to write his name. Gurwarawar.
Gaarawar.
Yeah, no. I caught part of his stream the other day, and I was like, "Who's that?" And then I went, "Oh God."
He says he has a proper dwarven beard. Thank you
It's
very
true.
much.
No, it's ludicrous. There's a
Oh yeah, he does have a
uh,
proper dwarven beard.
there's a driver here for one of our trucks that delivers to our warehouse, and I called him Beardy because his beard is big. Guarwar's got him beat by a mile. And
Actually,
this guy's got beard with like rubber bands in it and stuff. Big, it's a very long beard down to his belly button. But
Yeah, but you're in Portland, right? So that makes sense.
yeah, no, that's normal. But the fullness and the sparkliness, surely Guarwar
luster.
is the luster. He's got to be oiling. I mean, essential oils for sure going in that foliage, face foliage. Is that a thing?
I'm really curious too. I'm really curious if, like, how often he gets it caught in something. He's
At
got to
that
do
size?
that.
All the time.
He's
There's-
gotta.
There's no way around it. You open the drawer to get a fork out, fork is gone. Where'd the fork go?
I want.
I know where it is. And then 2 days later, the man sits down and a fork falls out of nowhere.
His Twitter avatar is pretty rad too.
Uh-huh.
Whoever drew
That
that
was,
for him is.
Luke McKay.
Oh,
nice.
Lauren's husband did that.
Oh. Are we going to be talking to Lauren at some point?
I think so.
Yeah, in one of the later episodes.
Nice.
This is our Thursday surprise. People are like, "What is the surprise?" I'm like, "This is the surprise." And they're like, "I'm surprised."
You're surprised,
Lauren's
all
in
right.
chat.
Yeah.
We better get
Uh-oh.
we better get some music
Yeah,
during that.
Oh yeah.
You,
Well, we need a
I want-
jam session. Ben and I will scat Why?
I really
You
don't know
play
how
the
to make.
oboe?
I really don't know how to make Dylan's audio bigger. I don't.
I can make myself louder. That's fine.
Well, yeah,
There,
but then
I'm
it's just
louder.
it's gonna burn.
Yeah.
I think it just burns you out, though, doesn't it? It just
I don't
makes
know.
you.
Uh, I imagine Discord does its best to attenuate it
Yeah.
automatically. Yeah.
Maybe we'll
Anyways,
try.
I was going to
maybe we'll
ask.
try-
I want
we'll
to talk
try
about
Zoom
this.
next time.
I want to
Yeah.
talk about this Superman comic, Scott.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Because the thing that I thought was the most profound about it was when it was first posted that it was done. You're like, this is my response to watching Man of Steel. So before we talk about the comic,
Right.
what did you think of Man of Steel?
Well, before we do that, let me get a link to this comic into the chat so people can see it.
This
So they
made
know.
the
So they
rounds.
know what we're talking about. God, yeah, it made the rounds.
This made the rounds. This was news for a little bit, which was wild.
So what happened was,
8 years ago? It was
Eight-
8 years ago, wasn't
yeah, 8 years ago, I went and saw
it? A movie.
a movie,
Yeah.
and that movie was Man of Steel,
Right.
by the war criminal known as Zack Snyder. um, I'm trying to find.
War criminal.
He is a fucking war criminal. All right. Here, I'll give you a link to it. What's that? Chat rules. Yeah, okay, I got the rules.
I just posted it in chat.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I went and saw Man of Steel, and what did I think of Man of Steel? At one point, we bought tickets to see it at the iPic, which here in the Seattle area is the theater where you reserve a seat, and it's a big luxury, like easy
like
chair.
fancy easy
Right.
chairs.
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
the little
yeah.
thing to put your feet out on.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah,
nice,
yeah.
right?
And then
You
they
got the
serve
nice
you food because this is a Superman movie, and I'm, very excited, and we love Henry Cavill. We had watched him. I can't think of what show was he on, the Tudors or something at the time. Anyway, so at one point during the movie, my wife reaches her hand over and puts it on my arm to just kind of comfort me. I was so upset. Yeah, Man of Steel was not a great movie, and it was a terrible Superman movie. And I do not know why Warner Brothers gave that franchise to a man who clearly hates Superman and thinks that Superman is stupid and that you can't write a good Superman story unless you make it gritty or make him not Superman.
Does
Now-
he actually think that though, or was
They
that
learned,
like
they
did
learned
that come down?
lessons, though, right? Like,
Did that come down from the top? Like what was the? I mean, it's been so many years now. Surely somebody is
Christopher Nolan was part of the reason that Zack Snyder was hired and making Warner Brothers Superman films and stuff, though, right? Like,
Look,
But I mean, wasn't Warner Brothers the one that was their whole thing was like, if Marvel's going to be campy, we're going to be gritty. Wasn't that a thing?
I don't
for a
know that
while?
that's the case. No, I don't think that is the
Hmm.
case. And I know at one point Christopher Nolan was like telling Zack Snyder, "You can't do some of this stuff," and he's like, "No, trust me."
I don't know.
Here's the
But-
thing. Here's the thing. What bothered me about Man of Steel is I have a very whenever you make art and give it to the world, you have to let go of it because it's not yours anymore. Because the perspective that you created it with is not the perspective that each individual that reads it is going to receive it with. Everyone's got their own perspective, their own baggage, and they bring their own feelings to whatever they read. So your intention of what it means or what it's supposed to make someone feel is irrelevant once you put it out there.
Mhm.
And for me, the reason why I love Superman is that he refuses to let go, Superman does, of the concept. It's the Anne Frank theory that no matter what's happened, he truly believes that deep down, people are good at heart and they just need to be shown the way on how to be good at heart. And that is the whole, like, premise of the Donner Superman, and it is the punchline of Jor-El's message to Kal, which is, there are good people, Kal. If they want to be, they just need someone to show them the way. And then Snyder even steals that line and puts it in fucking Man of Steel, and then never embraces it. And so it's just frustrating, because the reason why Superman is not because you can't kill him with a bullet, or he could snap you in half, or because he could essentially take over the world in a day. The reason why he's Superman is because he was raised by 2 farmers in the Midwest.
Yeah, it's because he doesn't do those things.
Right.
He could at any time.
So,
Decides not to. Decides not
He
to.
can burn life off the planet like this.
Yes,
Yeah.
chooses not to do
right.
it.
So to me, the most pivotal characters in the Superman mythos are Jonathan and Martha Kent, because when you're writing for Superman, you cannot write him without always remembering that whatever Clark does, he is in the back of his head thinking about, what will my mom think about this when she sees that I've done it?
It's
And
a reflection on his parenting.
And what would my dad think, right? So, I mean, because I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Like, what would my mom and dad, what would my dad think when he finds out about this? So, it's just like, you can't, in Man of Steel, when Kryptonians are fighting you, and you punch them towards something, and your options are literal acres of empty field or the IHOP, Clark is not going to punch them into the IHOP.
Kind of punch him in the IHOP. It's a big
It
Zach
makes
movie.
no fucking sense, except
IHOP paid good money to have a Kryptonian
get punched into it. I understand that. He also
punched into the IHOP, but yeah, no, I catch what you're
he also straight up left his mother behind with like a Kryptonian at her doorstep. But anyway, the point is, Zach clearly didn't understand that film. And then at the end of it, after basically Jonathan tells him to be afraid of people and to hide who he is and not help people, after Zach put that in the movie, at the end of it, he says to his mother, "I wish Dad had seen me." And she's like, "Oh, she knew." And then they show like a flashback of like a kid Clark putting a towel around his neck and pretending to be Superman, as if and it shows Jonathan watching him like, well, he knows what you are going to be. He saw it when you were a kid. And I audibly in the theater said, "Fuck you." Out loud. I was in the theater and I go, "Fuck you!" And Angie reached over and I'm like, "I want to go. Let's go." Because the reason why kids do that is because they want to emulate Superman, first of all. A little Clark Kent would not do that because he's not emulating. There's no Superman in his world to emulate. He is fucking Superman. Second of all, that just shows that Zach doesn't understand what Superman... Oh, just a movie just drives me up the fucking wall, Dylan. Why'd you even ask me about it?
It was 8 years ago and he's still traumatized.
So I come home and I'm just like, this movie was terrible. I don't understand what the hell was going on. I know that you can find examples in the past of 80 years of different people writing Superman stories that, yeah, there's probably a story where Superman's killed somebody. But whether or not that's the case, I think it's a general understanding of the mythos of Superman and the core of who the character is that he doesn't kill. He will exhaust every possibility before he has to kill somebody.
Because he could.
Right? And
and
so I go and I see this movie and it's just like the worst Superman movie. So I watched the Donner Superman like 2 times in a row to get that taste out of my mouth. And then everyone online is talking about how this movie's finally awesome because Superman's stupid and finally someone gets it. And I was like, I'm going to lose my mind. So I wanted to prove that I could write a Superman story that would be good, that people would like, that was the Superman that I believed is who Superman should be, and that it would be good and people would respond to it. So I wrote it. I wrote a quick 5-page thing, and I said, if anyone wants to draw this, I wrote a script. And Carl Kerschel, who is an amazing artist,
Famous
does-
artist.
he does a webcomic called The Abominable Charles Christopher, but he's also a DC artist, like, right?
Yeah.
He draws for DC. He
Has
was like,
probably drawn Superman before.
oh,
Come to
definitely,
think of it, for
definitely.
sure.
Really drawn Superman before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
He's like, send me the script. So I sent it to him, and he's like, please, I want to draw this. So he immediately drew like a page and a half, and I was like, Carl, this is amazing. And then he's like, well, I got some things to do, but I'll get back to it. So
yeah.
8 years pass.
8 years later.
Yeah, and then about 2 weeks ago, he's like, hey, I know it took 8 years, but I kept my promise, and here's the rest of that story. He finished it.
Yeah.
And I teared up reading it.
Yeah.
Even though I wrote it, because one, I had forgotten about it. Two, Carl's work, pun intended, completely elevated what I wrote. His art elevated it, and then
Oh, it's so good.
it's so good. And then I guess
the story again, Dylan.
also because I didn't know how badly I needed a story like that at this point, right? Like
Timing could not have been better.
right.
Yeah.
And I think also if you go look at DC's current lineup of comics, there are two titles right now that are kind of indicative that people want to see this stuff again. There's two titles. One is Batman 89,
Yeah.
and one is Superman 76, which hasn't come out yet. But basically, they're doing a series, a Batman comic that basically picks off from what? Batman, the 1989 Batman, and pretends there were no movies after it. Maybe Batman Returns.
Mhm.
But it's a team drawing the Michael Keaton version of Batman, that version of Batman, as a series. And then they're doing Donner's Superman, where Wilfredo Torres is doing this amazing work where he's drawing Christopher Reeve's Superman, and they're doing more Superman stories from that version of Superman. And I think they're going to sell like gangbusters because I think people need that.
Everybody needs a break.
And let me do
from
say
the
this.
craziness.
Let me do say this. I don't begrudge Zack Snyder asking the question, the creative question, what if Superman went bad? Or what if Superman was a piece of shit? I love those stories. It's called The Boys and it's called Brightburn, and I don't mind watching them at all. I think it's an interesting concept to explore, but I just don't want it to be Superman. And unless it's presented as a what if story, right? Like if you're watching the Marvel What If series, it's like, what if Superman had been born in Russia and they do Red Sun?
Oh man,
You know,
that was a good story.
It was good.
Mark Miller did a good job. Yeah.
I don't mind that, but don't say this is Superman now and he's a piece of shit that punches people into IHOPs, and just destroys a whole city and doesn't even think about it, right? So, don't do that. Come on, man. Leave us fucking Clark.
Leave IHOP alone.
Please.
Where else are we gonna get pancakes?
Also, yeah,
Come
we're
on.
the International House of Pancakes.
Somebody in chat saying that Injustice is a pretty nice what if. See, the thing is that Zack Snyder wanted to make Injustice part of the DC Cinematic Universe canon. That's where the Superman story was going.
Yeah.
So, there's
Yeah,
Grimdark Superman, and then there's Grimdark Superman, and that's where he wanted to take it.
Yeah.
That's where he wanted to go because, yeah.
Well,
Well, the
didn't
comic
last.
is nice. I really enjoyed it.
Well, thank you. And what's crazy is how much it blew up, like all across the comic book industry. It was
even outside of that, people were like, "Oh, check this out!" And it's just 5 pages.
People-
It's not.
It's been a long time. When I was reading it, what struck me was that it's been a long time since I read a Superman story where it's hinted at or even noted that he grew up a farmer. He knows exactly what he did when he hit that guy's combine. He knows exactly what needs to happen. As soon as he looks around the field, he knows what was supposed to happen. It's not a mystery to him.
Yeah, he was
And so I
trying
like
to
that you
miss the
managed-
house, but he hit the damn combine.
Yeah.
And then the farmer's like, "Well, you got more important things to worry about." And he's like, "Well, you got a field of wheat that's nodding." Like he knows what that means.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. He can't cost that kid or that farmer his year.
Hmm.
Yeah. And he's Superman. He can be in the city back in an instant. He's got time to sign something.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sure
man.
Titano just hung out
I'm
scratching himself.
I am not I am not a very good writer, and even I can write a good Superman story, so the pros can
Wow.
definitely do it.
That's the ultimate slam. If I can do it,
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, come on, man. What do you want to say?
Actually, that brings me to something that I wanted to ask you about specifically. I know this
Yeah.
is your show and you're
Ooh.
interviewing me, but
No, it's
Um,
more fun this way.
No, I'm not interviewing.
We don't know. what
I've
we're
kind of
talking
reached the
about.
point where like I do a lot of my reading online when I have time to because toddler, but I only catch a few graphic novels a year
Yeah.
usually. What did you read and really like over the last year or
Oh
two?
boy. Sadly, I've been reading a lot of middle grade graphic novels because I'm trying to sell one. So I've been reading a lot of middle grade graphic novels that aren't exactly so I mean, if you want to read The Dire Days of Willow Deep Manor by Shannon Garrity and Christopher Baldwin, that's really good. And Cardboard Kingdom is pretty great. But no,
There's nothing wrong with that. You can. I mean, I find middle grade very enjoyable.
boy, as far as adult comics, I haven't been reading a whole ton of comics. And the stuff I'm catching up with is older stuff like Corey turned me on to My Hero Academia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I'm
And,
getting caught up on manga this year. That's been my goal with
Yeah.
the Pando is to get caught up on all the manga. Shonen Jump they do the day and date app now, and it's like $2 a month.
Have you guys
And you
read
can- You get all the good stuff.
you ever read Bakuman?
Bakuman?
Yeah.
Nope.
Are you
It's-
reading Bakuman?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's a manga about a kid that wants to break into making manga.
It's a manga about a mangaka.
Yeah, it's about
Yeah.
about a kid that wants to make comics in Japan.
It's like a slice of life.
Yeah.
Somebody's saying read Berserk in chat.
Yeah, I
yeah,
guess so.
Yeah.
Sad.
Why would you want to read a
Sad.
comic that's never going to end since the creator is gone?
They'll wrap it up somehow.
What's the
keep it-
big
they'll
one?
keep it
Demon
going.
Slayer? Is that the one that everyone's reading now?
You can. What's funny is Demon Slayer. You can read the whole thing. It's very popular because of the stuff that came out. But the irony of Demon Slayer is that when it was being published, nobody cared about it, and once it finished, then the anime came out and it blew up. And now the creator's like, well, I'm glad you guys all like me now that I'm done with this and doing something totally different.
Yeah.
But that is nice. I mean, that's what's nice about it is it's got a very clear beginning, middle, and end. Like you could go, you could just go read it.
I bought the
And-
first issue of that Marvel Dark Ages, but I haven't read it yet.
Marvel Dark Ages?
Yeah, it's their
I don't know,
new
what's
event.
Marvel Dark Ages.
I don't know. It's some new event. I don't know much about it yet.
Looking it up right now. Well, it's a gritty
Um,
cover with Spider-Man front and center.
Go read All Summer Long. Hope Larson's new jam.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah.
a couple years old, but I really like it. I like anything Hope does.
What?
This
I'm
is
being...
what the Watcher has been watching for.
Oh man, have you been watching the new What If series on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
I have. Yeah.
You not like it?
So my introduction to comics
Uh-oh.
was
No.
no, hold on.
No, wait a minute.
This isn't a super long story. So my the son of my godparents was probably like 5 years older than me. So the first comics I ever read were the ones that he gave me, and most of it was a stack of what ifs. From the 70s, I guess, mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They-
so that
it
was
a
what I
pretty-
read.
It was a pretty limited run, but this is all new stuff, right? This is
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't read the
Well,
old comics.
Newish. I wouldn't say that there are any concepts that have happened on What If that are radically outside things that they've done already.
Right.
Like the one this week was clearly a call back to a very popular What If that they've done like 5 frickin' times. And and it's just like it doesn't make me more excited about it that they're rehashing it.
Which one?
The What If Zombies one that was this week.
I thought it was actually pretty good, but I think I
Yeah.
understand.
It was okay.
I didn't watch it.
We've also had two What Ifs now that are Hank Pym screwed everything up, basically.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, isn't
the
that
only
kind of
ones
his jam though? Like he's a foil for that constantly.
So in the comics, yeah, I mean, he's a raging alcoholic who
And a wife beater.
abuses his wife, abuses.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, he's horrible.
He's
They
terrible.
skipped over all that for the movies. 'cause
Yeah.
Marvel doesn't want Robert Downey Jr. to play a character that is even more based on him than the one that they already wrote for him.
What? No, not him. It was Michael Douglas. It was
No,
Hank
but
Pym.
but Tony Stark is a hardcore alcoholic in the comics.
Oh, that's
as well,
true.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
he is.
Yeah.
And they skipped over all of that stuff for the movies, which fair enough. Disney's building a brand. So I don't know. I mean, I've been enjoying the What If. The only one I really liked, like the Agent Carter being Captain Carter one, was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Super awesome. And the follow-up one where you get to hear Chadwick Boseman again playing T'Challa as Star-Lord, and just similar to Superman, the massive influence he has on the entire cosmos because he is present in all of it. Everything from Thanos reconsidering his approach to his ultimate end goals, to what that meant for how Nebula's life turned out, to all the other, like how the Ravagers are, how Yondu is, like all of it was better. I was like, oh, all he had to do was be there, huh? I'm like,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah, it's fun. It's not my favorite thing they've done on Disney Plus, but
No, it's the Loki series was what really.
Oh,
got me. I
man.
was like, yes,
it was
give me,
really good.
give me 10,000 episodes of this, please.
I
Yeah.
watched one episode and never came back.
Oh, it's
man.
so good, Corey.
Oh man,
Yes.
I just didn't. It was fine, but I didn't go like I have to watch this. Didn't Ted Lasso me? It did. Get it? Lasso.
Yeah.
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 Ted Lasso's wonderful. Same thing though, right? Like we're talking about something that like actually makes you feel good to watch it,
Yeah.
which is like kind of been a thing for me in the pandemic. I have a backlog of like horror movies and other like intense dramas to watch because I just don't feel like it.
No, God, not right now.
I don't have the emotional bandwidth for it. I'll get around to it maybe someday.
For which dramas?
Just anything, hardly really.
Oh.
Anything.
Yeah, films,
Now,
TV shows.
Dylan, before I go here, do you talk about being a dad at all on stream?
I don't give any details about my kid because I don't.
Well, obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But
But I'm
just
happy to talk about being a dad and how
yeah, a parent
insanely
in
hard it
general.
is.
I found when I became a dad that my tolerance for certain entertainment dropped to nigh zero.
Yep.
It's just like and like almost instantaneously.
Yep.
Right away. Super dark stuff that I always enjoy went not interested after being a parental figure. Went
yeah.
away instantaneously.
I've like shows I do watch, I've skipped episodes because the subject matter is too close to home about not just being a parent, but like all the things that you worry about becoming a parent, especially the ones that they hammer home for you. Things like well, no, I'm not going to get into the things because that's unfair to people in chat. I don't know how everyone else is doing, but there's a lot of stuff that you're worried about and that you're afraid of potentially happening, etc. And like watching a TV show and like those things start to happen in it, I'm like, I can't do this
No,
right
don't
now.
want to sit through it. You know what it is too? I found myself not just the bad stuff, but God, Scotty, what is it that the Schitt's Creek writers say? Like you write the world you want to be in or whatever.
Yeah, they write the world that they want to exist.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I want to. I mean, I want to watch and want to exist.
Yep.
Not that I don't want think pieces. I mean, I'm gonna watch Dune when it comes out. I reread the books recently. It's gonna be, I'm here for
excited
that.
for it.
I'm here for the think pieces, but yeah, no, I don't need to consume.
I don't need more gritty for the sake of gritty.
that. Not right now. It's a little gritty already. It's weird
Yeah.
because one of the people I work with has a dog named Gritty, and then there's the mascot Gritty. So every time we say Gritty, I think about the dog and the mascot.
My brother, right after, about a year after he adopted this little girl, this movie called Prisoners came out
Oh God.
with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal as about
Yep.
2 kids being
Also,
abducted.
Denis Villeneuve.
Yep. Yeah,
Oh,
it's in the movie, like, they're 2 girls in Pennsylvania are abducted, and then they catch the suspect, but then let him go, and then Hugh Jackman's convinced he did it, so he takes matter in his own hands, and then it's this terrible thing. It's just awful, and Brian, it totally wrecked my brother, just wrecked him, and and I was like, why did you keep watching it? And he's like, I don't know.
You gotta finish. You gotta finish with your start.
Yeah. Well, like, like one of my favorite sci-fi movies of the last decade was Arrival.
Yeah.
And
Yes, it's
So
good.
becoming a parent makes it harder to watch.
Yes.
Way harder
Correct.
to watch.
But it also I find that movie quite uplifting, as weird as that sounds. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You can take
It's got an
different stuff.
uplifting perspective.
Yeah.
But really, I just I find that I watched Ted Lasso 2 or 3 times.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. What do you think about season 2 so far?
It's keeping me. I don't know how I feel about it yet.
Yeah, it
Depends
didn't.
on where it goes by the end.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to bring me someplace because the first season was so clean.
It was tight.
Yeah.
Very
And
tight.
I know that they only have Sudeikis for up to 3 seasons of the show, I think was the
But they've-
contract thing that they did.
they've-
So
They've got 3 for sure. There is some talk of going 5, but that worries me.
yeah, I would
because-
rather they went 3 and that the
Yeah,
story reached a conclusion that
done.
made sense.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
Yeah, I
but
feel
yeah,
like
I still very much look forward to watching it each week, and I really enjoy it.
same. Yeah, every Friday, my wife and I look forward to watching Ted Lasso because it feels good. I was concerned after we had the back. I loved the Christmas episode and I loved the tropey rom-com episode.
God,
I
that
was
clever,
concerned
yeah.
when they did them back to back because I
You
went,
had
"Oh
me
no,
at coach. Yeah.
if they just keep doing this every episode and not giving me anything, they're gonna lose me real fast." And then they got me
Yep.
back with the episode after that, so that was like, that felt pretty good.
Was not expecting the Christmas episode. I was like, "Is this a Christmas episode?" Like
That
before it
was
started,
I
I'm like,
loved
"It is a
that. I
Christmas
loved that
episode."
episode.
I was very into it. I
I loved it.
Yeah.
When that little kid breathes on Roy Kent's face
Are you
and he
dying?
tries so hard. Are you dying? Ugh.
And I guess
Did
if
you
you have
know-
Hannah Waddingham on your show, you're gonna get her to sing as much as you can.
Of
'cause-
course.
Because why
what she
wouldn't she?
does. That's what you
That's
do.
what she
with her.
does. Yeah. No, she's
You
a
sign her contract and you say you must sing at least 4 times per
Wait,
season.
who?
Yeah. The woman who plays the lead, Hannah Waddingham.
She's a
Oh,
famous
oh,
stage
right.
actress known
Yeah.
for big musicals.
Yeah, she's been in she's been very renowned for her work in the West End.
Oh, hold on, guys.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I have to adjust my fantasy football thing. Gus Edwards is doubtful to play, and I need to move him off into the bench and bring.
Oh no!
What? Did that pop up in chat? Is that how you knew to do that?
Yeah, hold
Or
on. I
like-
got to bring up AJ Dillon into my starters here before the Cowboy
What?
game starts.
The
Woo,
irony.
that was
the irony
close.
Is we were like, oh, we're not gonna, we won't play Idle Champions. We'll just do this thing. And meanwhile, Benwin is literally playing an Idle game.
Yeah, he's doing fantasy football.
He's
in the
doing
background.
fantasy football in the background.
Look, listen. I got to make sure that this is the first time I've been asked to be on a fantasy football league.
So you're taking it very seriously.
It's with some old friends. I don't
Yeah.
want, and I don't know anything about football.
Right.
Oh,
Not much, and I
Which means you have to win.
desperately
You
want to
gotta
win.
If you, the best thing you can do if you're invited to listen, chat. The best thing you can do if you were invited to a fantasy football league, and you are not a football person. Maybe you see episodes, you enjoy it, you have a team, but you're not like, you don't know the players, you're not that deep in. You understand the game, and that's about it.
Yeah, I know all the buttons to push too, so I made a cute
Best
little
thing you can do is destroy your league.
I made a cute-
just wreck them.
I made a cute logo for my team, the Seattle Toonhounds, and I told everyone in the group email today that I was looking forward to my team touching some downs tonight, and it's gonna be great.
You've got to spend the entire season pretending. You don't even have to pretend. You got to spend the entire season talking in chat about how little you know about football,
Yeah.
and then you have to win every single game. on your roster.
Well, I tell you what,
And
I definitely
just
tried
wipe the
harder.
floor with him.
I definitely tried harder during the draft and stuff than any of them did. Most of them were on auto pick.
And you
Here's the
still
thing.
got it?
Here's the thing. Okay,
Mhm.
I've been watching. What's the show on HBO Max? It's right this year. It's about the Dallas Cowboys. It's called
Oh, All or Nothing?
Hard Knocks, maybe. It's the training
Doc-
camp
Doc
show.
Okay.
Oh, the training camp one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe CeeDee Lamb is going to have a breakout year. He's a wide receiver for Dallas, and he was not at the top of picks for wide receivers, but I got him.
But you watched the show on HBO and then you got him, and now you're gonna wreck your league, and they're all gonna be like,
How?
Scott knew
What?
anything
And then
about
I'm like,
football? What
you guys
happened?"
don't watch Hard Knocks, guys? It's the best show about football. Why do you call it football? Because there's more than one foot. It's accurate.
You gotta have two. You gotta have 2 foots. There's only
man.
one guy that ever touches the ball with the foots.
Yeah, I mean, if it was just the kicker, then it would be football.
Football, yeah.
Feet ball.
Feet ball, lace ball.
Uh-oh.
Also,
what?
Nightbot is reminding everyone that while Bidwin is allowed to curse,
Oh, oops.
they are not.
Oh yeah, so we have a pretty.
I should probably set a-
PG-13 standard
Yeah, we
for
should
our.
reset our.
our
We should
chat.
reset ourselves.
Yeah, I should set a good example.
I don't know. We can do that. Like, you gave us a whole list of things, Dylan, and you didn't include
You
that.
know,
You just
I
gotta
mean,
say PG-13. We'll keep it to one S word. And what? Now here's another question: are we talking PG-13
Now?
1970s? Or
Because
are we
if it's
today?
1980s PG-13, I get one F word and a side boob.
Yeah,
you
and
also,
we can,
you also
we
get a
can
Kali
melt
Ma.
the-
Right?
Yeah, we can melt the face and pull a heart
Kali
out.
Ma.
Nobody
Kali Ma.
can say anything about it.
Kalima!
That's where that came from. That's for the old people in chat. They're not. here.
Wow.
None of them are
Yeah,
here.
yeah. The old people who actually remember that Steven Spielberg's like, how about you just invent a rating for me?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want this to be rated R.
Gore
Yeah.
the 1980s PG with Spaceballs. It was.
Yeah.
When they were
love that film.
Christ, Steven, this Gremlins movie is dark as shit. And he was like, just make him a new rating.
Yeah.
What happened to you? Why are you standing up? Why are you
Poltergeist?
stuck?
Poltergeist? What happened?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What'd you
What'd
do?
you do? What'd you do?
Oh, no.
Your poor dwarf legs.
Help.
He's leaning over to let a fart out. but
I
he's
moved.
trapped.
I moved the video camera.
Why would you move the camera?
I thought to make up for cursing, I would show everyone my cute little doggy, but
But you can't. You're an animated character.
I forgot that I'm using. Oh. Uh-oh. What have I done?
There's only a
This is
couple
why-
minutes left. It's all good.
This is why we had Dylan on first.
Yeah.
Because we can screw everything
Well,
up.
well, you're not going to make any mistakes with Todd next week? Sounds good.
Well, I mean, Todd. The one we got to get it right for is Lauren.
Lauren, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Well, that's-
important.
We got to
That's
get
fine.
right for
We'll be fine.
Lauren.
Hold on, let me do this real quick.
No,
Boring.
that's when you got Lauren on. Now we're talking about a professional. Todd is
Oh.
whatever.
All right,
happened?
now give me the webcam.
No webcams for you.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get it.
What happened?
Huh?
You
Now
know,
we're
it's
gone
kind of like you turn
entirely.
off the lights and I can just see.
Yeah, but
I'm
we
in
only
the
got a
void.
couple minutes left, so I was gonna show everybody my dog.
Oh, with the ears.
Cam,
Hold on, I'm getting there.
I am king of the abyss.
Why is it not? Why
Only
doesn't
it is
it
only
like?
I in the blackness.
Come on, release
Uh-oh,
release my webcam.
the
It's
magic
probably
words.
not going to unless you close a bunch of stuff, in which case everything will die.
No, I did. I
Our
closed
green-
it.
Our green paradox said the C word 3 times.
What? No, don't.
Don't what?
Don't turn into him,
Who?
the Criddler.
Hello.
Oh shit!
You can't say that. It's PG-13. Oh wait, that's the only one you get. Are we doing 70s PG-13?
No, we're not.
I know you missed me. Hello, Dylan.
Hi, what's the riddle? Let's do this.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, what's the
I
riddle?
gotta come up with a riddle.
Yeah, what's the
I
riddle?
gotta come up with a riddle.
Yeah, you blew it. Yeah, have a riddle.
Oh,
Oh, man.
I can find a riddle. I live on the internet.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
I can find a riddle.
Just gonna type riddle into Google.
Hey, Cridler,
What?
what's a chiropractor's favorite kind of music?
Snap crack?
It's hip hop.
Oh,
Hip hop?
Hip hop.
Are we doing dad jokes now? Is
I
that
mean,
what we
well,
are?
that's kind
It's
of
been a while.
it's kind of a criddle.
I looked at some easy riddles. They're pretty bad. Let's see what I got for good ones. Really hard riddles.
Wait, if I do a for realsies riddle and somebody gets it, do you give them a code? How does that work?
Nope, nothing. Nothing but bragging rights. We got 3 minutes.
Oh,
No, nothing.
Yeah, looking up this list. Okay, what's so fragile that saying its name breaks it?
silence.
Are you on the same list as me?
No, but you can't fool the
Oh.
Criddler. It's black as night, but can be filled with light. Through me, things can be seen, although it is a screen. What am I?
Wait,
Sorry, I didn't catch
what?
half of that. What?
I heard
Do I really
Gladys
have to-
Knight.
Gladys Knight, the singer?
That's what I heard.
I thought you started saying the Green Lantern thing, but then I realized you weren't saying that.
I am black as night, but can be filled with light. Through me, things can be seen, although it is a screen. What am I? What happened to Benwin?
Sorry, I'm looking at the puppy, who's
Who
not really
needs
interested.
allergy meds? Charlie.
Hey, give Danimator and all the other people who said television a code. I know you've got them. Hand out codes.
I know
That's why
you've
they're-
got him.
That's why they're here.
I know you've got him. Charlie.
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 Danimal Roar, TV.
A whole
You
bunch
know what,
of
I'll just-
people
I'll just
got
get-
TV.
I'll get-
Monitor technically works as well.
Oh man, Charlie, you're just digging into yourself. I gotta get you some allergy meds, bro.
Just gotta scratch that itch.
Charlie, what are you doing? Look at
Look
that
at those ears. Look at those
side eye.
ears.
Why are you giving me side eye, Charlie? Charlie
Leave me
Brown,
alone.
do you hear your sister? My 12-year-old Bassett's in the other room. This guy's only 3. Charlie.
Wants nothing to do with you.
Hey.
Just because your
Yeah.
show's ending.
Why do I gotta be on the show now? Look at this little guy. Look at all that extra skin. Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie, why are you being so shy
Extra-
suddenly?
Extra ears, extra skin.
Hey. Be good.
Is a cute pupper.
He is a cute pups. He doesn't care.
Oh man.
He just likes to sit in that. He wants to be in the same room I'm in all the time, so whatever room I'm in, he'll follow me to.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
well, we did it, guys. We filled
we
an
are.
hour.
There we go.
What happened to your face? Oh, that's better.
We filled an hour. We filled an hour.
Listen, I gotta go.
No.
Call me next Thursday.
No. Cridler, get out of here.
What?
Crowy,
What
crowy,
happened?
crowy.
What I miss?
Ah, you missed the Cridler.
The Who? Never heard of him.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh man.
I wonder if I have any other costumes. Hold on. I used to have some.
Did you set up other costumes? I don't remember there being.
Oh
other
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we had other costumes.
The question is, do I remember any of the key commands? And the answer is no. No,
I
I
don't
don't.
remember.
Fair enough.
I can flap. Flapping's the thing I can do.
Just wanted to thank you guys for coming back to do this because I think it's fun.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, we'll do this again.
anytime.
Absolutely. It's nice.
Anytime
A
you
nice-
want us, we're here for you, bro.
Nice break from the Pando. Everybody
Yeah.
stay safe. Don't
Oh no,
die.
someone just typed password 1 into the. I hope you better change that password.
Change that password.
Whatever that is. First of all, that shouldn't be your password for anything.
Oh, Absolutely not. Adjust that immediately.
I would go
Immediately.
with at least
Sorry.
password 2.
Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like
Don't
luggage.
do that either. Nope. Also, turn on that two-factor,
Yeah.
especially if you're gonna go with that one. Hunter 2 also not gonna cut it.
Screen Puncher Games says come back to AC Inc. Here's my big announcement for the show.
What?
You ready for this?
Uh-oh.
Am I?
All they got to do is ask. I triple dog dare them to ask me. I'll go do one more.
During the pandemic?
Oh no, not during the pandemic. You can go f yourself.
See you in 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once that passes.
Yeah, we're gonna be rating the Black Dice Society. once
Ooh,
we
let's
wrap
do
up
it.
here pretty quick,
Oh yeah, let's go there.
because that show is awesome, and lots of folks that we have worked with are participating in that particular project.
Raid.
But otherwise, yeah. Thanks for doing this, and thanks everybody for sticking around. It's fun. Yeah, technical
we got?
difficulties are great. Yeah.
Who's next week?
Who's
Todd.
next week?
Yeah.
Todd, the Todd Kenrick is, and I could tell like after watching this one, he's super looking forward to it.
If I remember anything about Todd, being interviewed is one of his absolute favorite things of
Yeah,
all
absolutely loves
time.
it. Yeah.
Thanks,
feel
Eric.
like-
I miss you,
I
Eric.
feel
I
like
love you.
we need to put together actual questions for him because
We will.
I know how much he loved. No, I mean he hates being interviewed, but I know how much he loves being interviewed. So if we have actual interview questions, that'll make it that much more uncomfortable for everyone involved.
Eric, give my love to the kids and to Mitra.
Do we
Miss-
have theme
miss you
music
guys.
yet? I feel like we need theme music.
What? We do have theme music.
No, I thought you just abruptly cut things off.
It goes like
Isn't that
this.
what you
It goes. Oh wait, that's Fat Albert.
Yeah. End with joke.
End with joke. Wait, did you already raid? Can I stop streaming?
Oh yeah,
did?
you
You can
got to
stop
rate.
streaming anytime.
Oh, okay. Well then
All
end
right.
with and then end with joke.